Now, in our country, as I mentioned earlier, especially for publication, most commonly we follow MRAD format, no? Introduction, methodology, research, and discussion. So MRAD, of course, stands for Introduction, Methods, Results, and Discussion, which is widely adopted structure for organizing scientific research papers. This format provides a systematic and logical framework for presenting research findings, facilitating effective communications of the study's objectives, methods, results, and implications of the scientific community. So the introduction section of the MRAD research paper sets the stage by providing background information on the topic, stating the research questions or hypotheses and explaining the significance of the study. This section typically includes a literature review where previous research relevant to the topic is summarized to establish the context and rationale for the current study. Now, the introduction concludes with a clear statement of the study's objectives or aims, outlining what the researchers intend to accomplish. The method section details the procedures and techniques employed to conduct the study, including information on study design, participant or subjects, data collection methods, and data analysis procedures. It provides a roadmap for replicating the study and assessing the validity and reliability of the findings. Transparency and thoroughness are essential in this section to ensure that other researchers can evaluate the rigor of the study methodology and potentially replicate or build upon the findings. In the results section, researchers present the finding of their study in a clear and concise manner. And this may involve presenting descriptive statistics tables, figures, or graphs to summarize the data collected. So the results section should focus on providing an objective presentation of the data without interpretation or speculation. So it allows readers to understand the empirical evidence generated by the study and assess the extent to which the results support the research hypothesis or address the research question. And finally, the discussion section interprets the results in light of the study's objectives, compares findings with previous research, and discusses the implication and limitation of the study. So researchers may explore possible explanation for the observed results, address alternative interpretation, and suggest directions for future research. So the discussion section aims to synthesize the findings into a coherent narrative, highlighting the study's contributions to the field and providing insights that advance scientific understanding. So I think that's it for this topic.